Hey guys, in this video we're going to learn how to make a oven rack puller and pusher. This is just a pretty straightforward project. It's a great initial one. This is just a template that we're going to use, but this is a great project that is really helpful in the kitchen. If you want to make cookies and you want to pull the rack out or push the rack in, it's always nice to have a nice little tool at your disposal so you don't burn yourself. Project maybe takes 3 or 4 days from start rough piece of wood to just completed end of project. So let's see how that's done. So in this project you have a template right here, and then you have our piece of wood. It's about, I don't know, 5/16 inch thick, and we're gonna draw the shape onto here, and then we're gonna use a drill press and a coping saw specifically to cut this out. So let's get this. I'm gonna take my template piece and move it towards the bottom. And you can tell our template isn't as wide as our piece of wood, but that's okay. I'm not going to cut any of that off. That would be really hard to do with a regular coping saw. I'm going to cut this shape out around the corners, make a notch here, and then just make a hole where the piece is going to be. Okay? Next, we're gonna, you can tell this template was cut out with a coping saw, but it's gonna be a lot better if we use a drill press to make that work. So we're gonna go over to the drill press now. So what we're gonna try to do is to make this hole, or this little area that's at the end of the notch. We're going to do that with a drill to make that a lot cleaner than what's there already. You clean right there, and then this end hole. We're doing it on this piece right here. This is, if you can see the drawing, it's going to go right, a hole right there, and right there, as soon as I put the drill bit in the drill press. Now, the way I know what size drill bit this is, I could try to visually look at it, but it's not going to really tell me exactly. So I'm going to take this fractional drill gauge, and I'm going to start at a spot where I think it is until I find the drill hole that the drill bit goes in. And this one right here looks to be, it's kind of wearing off, but it's 11/32. I'm going to take the drill chuck and take this piece right here. It goes into the, I don't think you can see that right there, but I'm gonna put it in, put the drill bit in. Okay, and then I use the key to just tighten it as much as I can. We're ready to go. Some safety features on this drill press with safety requirements. I need to wear my safety glasses. I need to make sure any loose clothing is not, I don't have any loose clothing on or hair. And since I'm nearly bald, I don't have to worry about that. But I do, now that I match up where the drill bit's gonna go, I am going to clamp using these blue clamps and make that safe so it doesn't shoot off in any direction. It's clamped, and I also have my hand on it, and it's lined up exactly where I want it. So I'm gonna turn on the drill press. I'm just going to slowly drop it down, go through it, loosen the clamp. I'm going to go towards, do the other one again. Now, line it up. And then thirdly, third one. Gonna just drill the hole. This is where it's gonna be hung up on a hook in your kitchen. Now I have the 3 holes drilled and I'm ready to cut. This is a coping saw. They're really fun and easy to use. Has a really thin blade that can break really easy unless you really careful on the curves. You know, I'll show you how to put the saw blade on, but you want to make sure that the blade is not twisted and that it's all in line right here. And then I'm going to just put the piece into the vise, loosen that up, and tighten it, and now I'm ready to start cutting. I'm left-handed, so I'll have my left hand on the blade handle and the right hand on the top of the saw. Okay, let's see if you can see that a little bit better. And I'm just gonna really slowly start to cut it. You can tell that the wood flexes a lot, even though it's this thick, so you might want to even move it and clamp it closer to where you're gonna cut. Oh, that's better. And I'm just going to slowly go back and forth. Cut out the hole that I just cut. Now the blade is stuck in the saw, so I have to move the blade. Oh, I just was able to back it out real gently. I'm going to cut the other side. Already I've got this much cut. And though it doesn't look pretty, it's going to be just fine in a little while. Okay, I'm going to cut out this top part now. And then lastly, I'm just going to cut the tail. You see that's rough. And you see it's because I've been just kind of going fast with it. So if you go slow and delicately, you're really going to get a better cut out of it. I'm not even going to cut this side. I'm going to do the sander on that one. So the last thing I need to do, I guess, is cut that little bit right there. Again, I'm going to just really slowly and I'm ready to start filing. These tools right here are called a rasp, super aggressive. You would use these to round